It's been about 10 weeks since Michael Brown, an unarmed black teenager, was shot to death by a white police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. The disputed circumstances of the shooting has resulted in civil unrest, which has received considerable attention nationwide.
And we are at the Missouri History Museum for a conversation with New York Times bestselling author and NBC News legal analyst Lisa Bloom, as well as other community leaders, in order to discuss race and diversity not only in St. Louis, but around the world.
The conversation, entitled Suspicion Nation after Bloom's best-selling book about the Trayvon Martin case, aims at focusing how we, as a nation, can help prevent the next Michael Brown case, as well as how local law enforcement are already making those preventative changes.
I hope that we can all agree that the death of a young man like Michael Brown or Trayvon Martin, or I could spend the rest of the night listing many unarmed young African Americans who have been shot and killed in this country by vigilantes or police. I hope we can all agree that's a tragedy. Horrible, horrible tragedies and shameful in our country. The question is, what are the solutions? And so I pressed myself in writing my book, not only to be critical, but also to come up with the solutions, because I think that part is difficult, but I think it can be done.
I think the events of Ferguson and the conversations that are going on right now here and all over the region provide us with a spectacular opportunity to be able to decide how each of us here and beyond is going to play and to do something about that.
I'm here. I'm the only police officer here. I would like to have seen more, but I did reach out to the Diversity Awareness Partnership. I've attended some of their training. I reached out to the NAACP. I met with Mike McMillan from the Urban League. My city has implemented the amnesty program for warrants. We've read some of those warrants. And I am here, I'm not going to talk too much, but I am here to listen. What you have to say means a lot to me, because I'm going to take that information back to my town.
The conversation also touches upon the strength of St. Louis and how we, as a community, are overcoming the recent events.
Some of the tensions that you see poured out in the street and some of the demonstrations that you see, I'll often say they always have been there. They've been laying dormant in St. Louis. It really just took a cataclysmic episode like this shooting to bring it out. All of us have things in us that it takes a certain trigger to bring it out of us. So some of the racial divide and some of these differences and things that we've been fighting in St. Louis have always been there. And to me personally, I don't think it could have happened, and this is going to sound really crazy to a lot of people, but I don't think it could have happened in a better place.
So when I look at this case and what is now becoming a type of phenomenon, news phenomenon here, I get very emotional because I hope people look at this, including my fellow Latinos. This is not a black issue. This is a Latino issue. This is an American issue, and we have to keep that in our hearts.